Hey y'all, welcome to the Master Wing channel, a place where you can find gaming content, especially surrounding one of our favorite games, Wingspan. Although we do have some upcoming gameplay videos, today we've compiled a list of the top 10 most fun birds to play in the entire game. This is as of 2025, when the North America base game, along with Europe, Oceania, and Asia expansions have been released, and all have seen quite a bit of playtime. Don't get me wrong, with over 400 different bird cards to play, there are a multitude of birds that are fun and provide unique abilities and actions to compete and score points. But if you had to single out a select group of birds that not only level up your gaming experience, but provide an exciting and even surprising standout ability, these are the bird cards that I believe stand out from the rest and provide that extra dose of fun in your tabletop or digital experience. The cards you are about to see are so much fun that you should probably pause and hit the like and subscribe button to support this channel's love for Wingspan. Let's get started with number 10 and work our way up to number 1. Our first fun to play and activate bird is the killdeer, with its partner the Franklin's gull, since they have the same power. Discard an egg to draw 2 cards. Anything with the name kill in it deserves a second look. At one point, this bird was so strong that the online community made house rules against it to lessen its power. But some of you are saying, are you kidding me, Master Wing? There's loads of birds out there more fun than that. And I actually might agree with you. But go back in time to 2019. You open up the Wingspan box for the first time. You have no idea the birds that await your grasp and consideration. You discover this 1-point bird and play it for the first time in your grassland. Then you begin to lay eggs and activate the killdeer's power to reveal 2 more unexpected cards that you've never seen before. You slowly begin to realize that cards are king. And wow, this bird actually lets me ignore my wetlands while other players have to spend time developing it. You can lay eggs and score points while drawing cards to discover your next bird you want to play. Now tell me, before you knew what teal powers or yellow powers were, before nectar and 3-point brown powers existed, wasn't that killdeer fun? Doesn't this OG bird deserve placement in the Wingspan Fun Hall of Fame? I believe so. It was fun and still is. At number 9, you have a bird coming from the Oceania expansion, the masked lapwing. This bird is absolutely peak in the early game. Reset the bird feeder, and for each type of food in the bird feeder, gain 1 of that type. This bird literally makes gaining food fun. It's not a big point scorer, but the boost to your food supply gives you a sense of accomplishment that you really made the most of your turn. You didn't grab just 1 or 2 food from the forest. You played a bird and snagged 4 different foods from the bird feeder. Come on, man, if that's not fun, I don't know what is. I like the tempo boost it provides. I like the unpredictability of resetting the bird feeder and not knowing what you're going to get. All in all, I like the fun factor of the masked lapwing. Next, at number 8, is Multony's warbler. And I'm going to discuss Multony's, but the white wagtail and yellowhammer could also be substituted since they all have the same power. This is a deceptively fun bird because its impact is not initially felt when played. However, it does provide that lasting satisfaction throughout the game that gives the player a grand sense of accomplishment when used correctly. This bird rolled out with the European expansion and has definitely made Wingspan more fun with its unprecedented round-end teal power of playing another bird at the end of the round if you used all 4 types of actions that round. This bird really has become a gateway to teal powers, as other bird cards and other expansions have now resembled Multony's warbler. You just have to perform all 4 types of actions in the round. If you haven't given it a shot, try it. It gives you a better chance to completely fill out your player board with 15 birds. And let's face it, playing more birds is usually fun. At number 7 on the fun list is the Cockapo from the Oceania expansion. Draw 4 bonus cards, keep 1, and discard the other 3. This really isn't a complicated power, but it doesn't have to be, and it's rarely, let's be honest, rarely passed up in the tray. There's only 19 birds in the entirety of Wingspan with a game-end power, and of those select few, this odd-looking bird creates not only fun, but hope. Hope for a big, juicy bonus card. Hope that you can be saved from a lackluster performance. And when your friends have all put down their cards and they're beginning to tally up their scores, you say, hold up a second, guys. I gotta draw 4 bonus cards and keep the best one. Isn't that last second point boost fun? I say it is. At number 6, the next bird that I believe deserves some fun recognition is the Sri Lanka Blue Magpie from the Asia expansion. I'm going back to a teal power here, but also similarly to the masked lapwing, this bird makes gaining food fun. Let's just forget for a second that the bird is worth 9 points. But you get to cash 1 food from your supply on each of your other birds at the end of the round. This bird honestly seems too good to be true. If you have 10 other birds in your preserve and hypothetically have 10 extra food to cash, thanks for the extra 10 points. And oh yeah, it's a round end power, so I can do that cashing 4 times a game? Are you serious? If you're playing digitally, mouse click away at your screen and take a little extra time to selectively disperse the rats and fish and seeds to whichever bird you want. Your friends get to look on and marvel as you color your preserve with extra food. Super fun bird. And at number 5, the 5th most fun bird in the Wingspan game is Benelli's Eagle. And you probably know why. Instead of paying for the eagle with 3 rats, instead you can pay cards from your hand and tuck those cards behind the eagle. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel here with this list. Sometimes simple can be fun too. I can't recall who said it, but I agree with them. It's probably the only bird that is always good to play, no matter what stage in the game you're in. Early game, mid game, end game, round end, game end, and in any habitat. It's always good. And let's face it, scoring more points adds to the fun factor. Even with the egg cost, you've likely raised your score around 10 points, and all you had to do was have 3 extra cards to tuck. Pair it with the Falconer or Rodentologist bonus cards, and it's a monster. It's an easy pick for me and definitely a card to look out for. Next bird on the list at number 4, we have the Gala. The Gala from the Oceania expansion makes the fun list because of its consistency. Yes, you choose one other player and they can reset the bird feeder to gain a seed. However, the Gala tucks 2 cards from the deck no matter what. The numbers add up with this bird when you get it down early. And like Benelli's Eagle, a lot of points usually means a lot of fun. You would be hard-pressed to find another bird with a guaranteed 2 points every activation. Tucking cards over and over again is an extremely fun mechanic in this game. Let me know in the comments if you agree with this fun pick. At number 3, we have the gray catbird, honorable mention to the northern mockingbird. Both birds allow you to repeat a brown power on another bird in the same habitat. These land on the list coming all the way back from the original North America base game. Imitation is the highest form of flattery, right? What makes a regular old brown power more fun when you're engine building? Doing it twice. Like I said, there are over 400 different birds to choose from for this list, many of which have nice, consistent when-activated brown powers, like cashing 1 seed, laying 1 egg, or drawing 1 card. But the mockingbird essentially makes other birds better. You end up cashing 2 seeds, laying 2 eggs, or drawing 2 cards. You can switch up which bird you copy every turn, too. Tuck 6 cards with the Mute Swan on one turn, and draw 4 cards with Savi's Warbler the next. The options are endless, which makes it an extremely fun bird to utilize. At number 2 are actually 2 birds, because they had the exact same power from the Asia expansion. Before I speak on them, I have to pause and tip my hat to Elizabeth Hargrave and Stonemeyer Games. This entire top 10 list was at risk of succumbing to recency bias with the latest Asia expansion. They have successfully made many quote-unquote basic powers more interesting or fun. I debated several Asia birds that arguably deserve mention, but for the number 2 most fun bird in Wingspan goes to the Eurasian Eagle Owl, with his partner, the Eurasian Marsh Harrier. When activated, up to 3 times, draw a card from the deck. When you stop, if the bird's total wingspan is less than 110 centimeters, tuck them behind this bird. If not, discard them. Let's call it what it is. This is a leveled up predator power. There's just something about the risk, the chance, the gamble of scoring 3 points or bust. This card brings a game within a game, often referred to as the blackjack bird. This isn't the steady brown power that scores 1 point every time. It's the risk-reward payoff that makes you go, yes, I tucked 3 cards. I couldn't put all the pressure luck birds on this list, but the designers definitely made a fun one with this addicting brown power. Give it a try. And last but not least, the number 1 most fun Wingspan bird, honestly a bird that likely needs no introduction, the little penguin. At the time of this recording, it's the only penguin in the game, and if you can't find some fun when activating this bird, something is wrong. Let's get the basics out of the way. It's a predator, check. Flightless wingspan, check. Star nest, check. Qualifies for multiple end-of-round goals, check. Qualifies for multiple bonus cards, check. But what makes this bird a step above the rest? The brown power. When activated, draw and discard 5 cards from the deck. For each fish in their food cost, cash 1 fish from the supply on this bird. Come on, people! My words can't do this bird's power justice. How fun is it to flip over those 5 cards, expectantly looking for fish to cash? Maybe the consistency of the cashing isn't there, but the fun is. And if you're lucky enough to find 5 fish in the food cost, look at the other players and say, my penguin just ate 5 fish. And stack those fish tokens like you knew your beloved penguin would come through for you. I don't know what else to say. It is the most fun bird in all of Wingspan. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and a sub down below, and feel free to let me know in the comments which birds you think are the most fun. Thanks for watching, and see you next time on Master Wing.